Alright, welcome back to another race. This time we're with TTML for Sprint League week number 4 around Baku and Monaco. Starting here in Monaco. I actually forgot to record my qualifying lap, so oops. Anyways, I qualified 10th. The lap was not very good, but the idea was to survive. A lot more people ended up surviving than I thought they would. So starting down here in 10th in the pack is not great around Monaco, but I was kind of looking forward to this, I'm not going to lie, because the challenge of Monaco I kind of enjoy once you get into it, but you're going to see how things kick off very, very soon. I just left a bit more time in here just to explain some shit, just in case I needed to, but yeah, it's P10, so it's not particularly great. We're kind of in the thick of the action, and boy, is there action to be had. Anyways, moving on then to the formation lap. I'm going to start here. You see who's behind us there. Poor old Scuba is in 13th there on the default session around Monaco. So he's for fun. He's for a fun experience around this track. But anyways, I'm starting in 10th. My teammate's just behind. So look, we'll see what happens. We're going to move on now to the race start. Here we go. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for what's about to happen. No one is. 5 red lights. And away we go. It's actually a very good start. Too good, because I end up running into the back of Wesker and damaging my wing. So this is very bad. Like, that's a significant... That was a significant amount of damage right there for a hit that I thought maybe might give me yellow. But anyways, it's very, very bad. So now there's not too many places worse you could lose your wing or part of it than Monaco. Simple driver error. Like, I just what is that going on the outside there? I just fluffed my braking and just broke too late. Almost did it again there. You literally tiptoe your way around this first lap. You really do. But yeah, very much that was my fault. I just cooked it into the back of Wesker, and that's thankfully I didn't hit him into anything else, it seems. So that could have been very much worse. But yeah, now though comes the difficult part for me, because now they're going to run away at the top 8 there. Whereas I now have this damage behind. Faxland absolutely explodes Scuba behind. And then heading into the back, I take too much speed. There goes more of my wing. So it's gone very, very poorly very quickly. So now we're going to do a nice early stop. Not yet though. I want to try and get to lap 2 or 3, help these mediums somewhat, because this is drivable enough. It's not going to be great, but if I take care, I can manage this until we get to the stops. So I was hoping to pit lap 4 or 5 was my intention. However, there are other intentions to be had coming up to this, coming up to the next bit of the track. So Faxland here, who's exploded Scuba already. I try and cover the line. What is that?
This guy is a lunatic.
Fucks me off. Boom.
Oh my.
Absolutely pings me into a wall. So that I've got right damage. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. I covered that line to prevent anything going on into Mirabeau. He's absolutely fecked me. I let Scuba go because I didn't want him to get held up. And then we're going to go side by side in the tunnel. What is this? What is that? Fecked into a wall. There goes the rest of my wing. I have no front wing now. Oh my goodness. Like, I know the first bit I brought upon myself, hitting Wesker, hitting to back, right? Fine. I accept that as my fault. What happened after that, I can't legislate for. Like, what on earth was all that? That was absolutely insane. People have zero patience at Monaco. It's unbelievable how little patience people have at Monaco at times. It's unreal. Anyways, I've got to come in now, obviously. There's no getting to lap 3 or 4 now. If you're going to overtake in the tunnel, at least wait till it straightens out. Don't just send one down the inside like Lewis Hamilton, Felipe Massa style 2011. Absolute nonsense. Have you ever seen such shite in your life? Anyways, so at this stage, I was like, well, what? Like, it'd be easy to quit, right? And I did question. I did say it as well. Like, what's the point? What is the point of continuing to drive around for another 18 laps at the back with no safety cars? I must be honest. From here on, my race actually went very well. I was really happy with how I drove. Minus penalties as such, but it didn't really matter from where I was at this stage. My race was done as far as I was concerned at this stage. Honey Badger 5.5 seconds behind. That was close to 6-7 seconds. I was actually really happy with how I drove the rest of the way here, really. Track felt good, tires felt good. I was able to, you know, take it on the limit to an extent. Lap 11. Some people come into the pits. Honey Badger is here behind here. Honey Badger is, like, Tom is much quicker than me. There's no doubt about that. But again, using experience, using positioning my car in all the right spots, using overtake and reach in all the right spots as well. So, you know, we're going to try and fight that way. Defensive here, again, hold that line. And again, hold the middle of the track. Again, he's on the outside. There's no way it's going to work. Like, it's a suicide mission. You're not entitled to any space down there. There's some wing damage I saw flying in front. That's for Iva Zara. So I have to be careful on the throttle here because I know he's got damage. So taking a nice wide line. And I know he's going to peel into the pits. So we carry on. Again, heading on to lap 13. I got the ERS, the DRS, Rich. Hold that middle of the road. He can't do anything about it. So it's about positioning yourself and hoping that the car behind has a brain, the driver behind rather has a brain, and doesn't launch one into the inside. Now with Tom, I know that's, you know, he's not going to do that. With Faxland, as it turns out, and other people behind, not the case. Speaking of the other Ferrari, Perpetuum pitted, put on softs. He gets by Honey Badger here. Well, not here, but coming up. Yeah, he does get into the tunnel here. I cooked my braking point here. I'm not sure why I went so deep, but I thought I broke in time. In a straight line, I thought I didn't expect him to come through there, so that affected me into a wall, gave me light damage, so that wasn't ideal either. So yeah, just insane driving all the way around. So now I've got wing damage again, so it's not ideal. It's just, what even was that? Like, I didn't think I moved that much across, but like, he's just got to be patient. He's on softs. He's going to get me. He's much quicker. Like, there's overtaking difficulties around Monaco. Then there's that, you know. Like, you can get by on softs when you're that much quicker, as Perpetuum is. Anyways, Honey Badger goes side by side. I'm going to hang around the outside, hang it nicely here, keep that position. He's got to back out of it, so they have to hold on to that one, surprisingly. So that's good racing. Like, that is quality racing. I know Tom would have been frustrated behind me, can't find a way past, but that was good racing right there. I'm going to see more now in a sec, as I've got 6 seconds of penalties myself now, so does he. So this is for position. With wing damage, I kind of didn't think I'd be able to hold on. So he's got a much better run in the tunnel. I've not got a lot of fuel left, not got a lot of ERS left. So I could have defended this, yeah, maybe. But he's on the inside, leaving the space. Again, trying to leave the space without crushing the track, because that is the limit I'm allowed, essentially. Leaving the space, heading in, and he gets through. So a fair move, you know. That's good racing around Monaco. Fair play. That's what you'd like to see. What you don't like to see is all the other shite beforehand that happened on lap 1, 2, and then last lap as well. So lap 18, actually next lap he's going to have an incident somewhere. I think he may have hit the inside barrier there, but he's got wing damage, and now I'm back with him. So it's just going to stick with him. Tekken here is only 3 seconds of pens behind. He's 3.1 seconds on soft. So I was like, I'm going to gain this position here, but very much going to lose it when we cross the finish line at the end of the race, because now he's 2.6, and you know that's just how it is. Last lap though, 2.1. You see, he's actually, you know, he's there. It's over. Like, it's done. I'm just trying to get to the finish. He damaged his wing somewhere there, because now all of a sudden it's 2.8 seconds, 2.7, and it's going to be increasing. So shenanigans happened out front. This race rules were on corner cutting only, so no ghosting for lapped cars, no yellow flags. You know, it was pretty bad, and I believe it cost Joe the win, because he got damage on the back of a back marker that should have been ghosting. So that's unfortunate. For myself though, 3 seconds now. I've got the gap on Tekken. Honestly, to pull P7 out of this was nothing short of remarkable in my eyes. I was actually really happy with this drive. Lap 1, completely my own fault. I could have quit, you know. I could have quit after lap 2, after all that damage and the such. I was lucky not to lose a wheel in the tunnel when Neymar came across me. I could have quit, but I stuck with it. And yeah, P7 was a happy result. This lap here, I wanted to include the audio, but it wasn't there. Dan didn't have his mic on shared, but like basically when he was warming his wheel up on the safety car, it sounded like someone was absolutely having their way, you know, smashing in the sheets with some springs. And with the timing and all of it, I wasn't the only one that was put off by this because Cocker then and Kieran Chapman the party was like, who's railing it? So heading into turn one, like I was just in bits, like I couldn't concentrate into turn one, completely missed my breaking point for turn one. So it's P8 in one shot qualifying round Baku, so not too bad, but lots of drivers behind. You know, we got Merck, you got Perpetuum, Sway, Honey Badger, Faxland. These guys are quicker than I am and are on, you know, they're behind, so there's a chance of things going very, very wrong indeed. But we're going to start on the softs, obviously, because that's where we are, and then we'll switch on to mediums. Here we go then. 5 red lights. And away we go. It's another good start. If this straight was longer, I would have had a much better shot. Certainly would have got Maze. I think we would have got Ivazara too, but have to back out of it. So we're going to hold station here on this first lap. It's easy heading into the first corner at least. We're trying to explore the way around. Get a good run on the exit here. Hoping it wasn't Perez / Ocon into that barrier there, but thankfully Maze sees me. He's got spatial awareness. And it's just a drag race. It's just a simple drag race down towards turn 3. He files in, I turn in, get that move done. So we're up to P7 then. I just want a nice, boring race. After everything that I've gone through these last few races, self-inflicted or otherwise, I just want a nice, boring race. Just get through, get cleanly through, and you know, move on from there. Heading on, this race was actually very boring, but that's what I wanted really. Well, it was boring up to a point. We'll get to that in a sec. Lap 3, Perpetuum was on mediums here. He was kept behind me for a lot of the that lap here, but he's finally going to get through. And unlike Monaco, this doesn't end in disaster for, well, both of us really. More so him, because he ended up facing the wrong way around. It was his own fault, but yeah. I was going to pit this next lap. So actually, I'm going to pit this lap 4. So we're going to put on the mediums. Maybe hope for an undercut on Ivazara, who I'm really fighting in this race. And look, the guys on this mediums who switch on to softs, you know, they'll come and they'll go. You know, you have to expect that, given the pace difference that some of them have. But we're going to switch on to the mediums. And I was hoping maybe Ivazara had some cheeky wing damage he needed to repair. Not the case. So anyways, we're going to move it along. Adams just had to replace his wing. He's going to come in just in front. He's lucky I saw him, because I reckon some people wouldn't have seen him and given the space heading in, like, and come across onto the racing line. I was very much on the inside because I knew he was there. I'm on cold tires, or not colder tires rather. So Merck has come in and pitted, and he's on softs. He's trying to get by Ivazara, but there is some incidents. Boom, there's a piece of wing flying. So I know one of them's got damage. More than likely Ivazara, because he would have been on the outside, I reckon, heading into that turn. So now we can begin to try and set off after this. Try and use this to our advantage. Lap 10 of 13. We're here. We're in DRS. There's a gap behind 7 seconds here. That cut the heart out of me. So that's my teammate who's pitted like 3 or 4 times, unlapping himself. No indicators or anything. So that, I lost a bit of ground from that because I was very much surprised. I knew he was behind me. I just didn't think he was that close to overtake. And of course, with cars like that, they can just ghost through. So, unlap, like cars that are lapped, this is always a sketchy subject. But if you're going to do it, get on with it and get it done. What annoyed me was that he was hanging around in these braking zones. I'm trying to spot my braking zones here, and having a ghost in front and the car that's got damage in front, that's not easy to do. And so I'm annoyed at this stage because, you know, that's going on. So I was like, right, he's behind me. Hopefully he recognises that he's there, that I'm fighting for position here late on in this race, and he's going to stay there, you know. I've not got the range to get in front with DRS this time, but I almost hit into the back of him here into turn 1. You see, he locks the brakes. That was very close. I could have easily absolutely hammered into the back of him. Lap 11, again, same corner. Just goes through, can just ghost through us all. I have to obviously brake earlier because there's a car in front. I don't want to hit into this car. So he's just going to go through us. Again, it's so difficult to spot the braking zone because there's a ghost car right there. And there's a car in front who's got damage. So it's so hard to approximate that. So I'm really annoyed at this stage. So I was like, okay, he's got by. But now, all he's managed to do is just give the car. I'm fighting DRS, and this is supposed to be my teammate, you know? We're not in party or anything, but like, there's supposed to be some sort of cooperation between teammates on some level. But he's not helping me in any way, shape, or form here by giving Ivazara DRS here. And I thought, right, so I thought, okay, not great, but like, again, I was hoping, oh, there's more wing damage, so like, I know it's only a matter of time. I was hoping you just drive on and just go. Like, if you're unlapping yourself, all right, fine, but eventually just go. Whether it be backwards or forwards, just get on with it. So I can't get by here into turn 1. I'm going to brake nice and early in case there's more shenanigans into turn 1. And now, at this stage, I could go for a run into turn 2. No, there's no point. There's nothing going on there. Again, prioritize a good exit out of turn 2. But again, he's got DRS. And what annoyed me now the most is that Neymar backs off. And he's got DRS now as well. So I thought, like, well, he's in shindigs here with Ivazara trying to help his buddy, help his mate, keep track position by giving him DRS and just ghosting back through because I can't, you know, I have to brake earlier because there's a flipping car in front of me. So I was getting really mad at this stage as well. Apparently that wasn't his intention, but it looks sketchy as hell when you see it from my view, what's actually going on. Again, braking early, he's right, like, this is I'm fighting 2 cars at once here when I don't need to be. But then Ivazara then, he said that as we go by him here, he hits the barrier in turn 8. He said that he also was put off then by Neymar into that braking zone to the castle, and that's why he hit into the wall there. All of a sudden, you didn't see it there. I'm going to try and extend it. Sway is like, that gap was 7 seconds. It's like 1 and a bit. And then poor old Sway got taken out by Ivazara when he locked up into that downhill braking zone. But there is your race. P8 in the end. A straightforward enough race until that moment. So needed, but much harder than needed to be in the end with that shenanigans from Neymar late on. So, yeah, absolute madness on that front. Absolute madness in general from both this race and Monaco in particular at the beginning of that. Absolutely crazy. I get that this is a melting pot from all divisions and the such, but good grief. Racecraft. It was funny, like, none of us, like, I'm in the party here with Joe, Scuba, Sway. Like, none of us were happy or fully satisfied after after those 2 races. Like, that, and Scuba and Joe scored high results as well. That just shows you exactly how they felt about racing some of these people. So, absolutely madness, that race. But that's going to do it for sprint week number 4. Thankfully, we got some better tracks yet, but not much better, being Canada and France, so I believe so. Yeah, that should be fun. But anyways, thanks very much for watching that absolute nonsense. And until next time.